Hey guys, so this is a video about the pursuit or the knowledge of if there's a God or if there's a meaning to life, and whether or not it's important to know either way. I have my own answers. Maybe you can kind of allude to what I believe by watching some of the videos I've had. Um, Maybe not, but it's really important that you ask yourself the question that I'm about to pose. Is it important to know about God either way, or if life is good or bad, or has a meaning either way? And why is that? Um, because we can often get into a limbo in life where, whether we know it or not, we are confused about like how we're supposed to live our life, or what's the right way to live our life, or what's the wrong way. Um, Maybe you were raised in a particular religion that said there was ways to live, that if you did, you would be good and you would have a great existence and a great afterlife, and if you didn't, then you would be shamed and you live an awful life. And you could see that, like, if you believe that, it's really going to dictate how you feel within the variety of options that are in the world. For better or for worse, maybe. And if you have like a view that like life is negative, then you could see how if you fundamentally believe life is negative for whatever proof that you've given yourself or you just unconsciously believe, you're probably going to be living a life that's just frustrating. You don't want to be here. It's worthless. Um, Especially if you think of life as meaningless, of course it's going to feel kind of like depressing and empty. And why would you be getting up every day to feed yourself, to dress yourself, to go to a work and a job, and people that seem to just bother you? And yeah, it would just be horrible. But like that is those two extremes are kind of like where a lot of people, maybe you included, live within. And like this question is about like, so what do you believe? Why do you believe it? Is it important to know either way? Because imagine this, like, what if it's not important to know either way? Like, imagine if you could just let go of like if it was good or if it was bad, or if it was a God that was going to punish you or not punish you. I mean, sure, that sounds intimidating. Like, oh my God, a God that could punish me. But like, if you can't really like find out, like, there's nothing that's like giving you a objective like, here you go, here's the actual truth given to you by God. Why would you believe one way or the other? Like, why would you just kind of be like, hey, I don't know either way. How about I just kind of like live to the best of my ability, um, and not make any conclusions extreme one way or the other. Like, just leave it open. It's like, go forward, and maybe at one point in life, like, you'll have a transcendental realization of some sort, and you'll have a definitive answer. Like, it'll be like boom, and sure, that helps, and maybe that can really change your life for the better. But like, that may never happen. You may never be able to find that, and maybe it doesn't exist. I mean, who knows, right? And that's okay. Like, you're not lacking if you don't find out. You could just leave it open. You don't have to like be confused about how you're supposed to live. You just, oh, okay, well, what's in front of me, and what do I need to do to survive, and how can I make the best of it? And do I like being attacked? No, maybe I shouldn't act that way to other people. Do I like holding anger and being frustrated with stuff? No, that just sucks for me. So let me learn to let go of some of that. Um, just keeping things simple. Um, and sure, if you have positive beliefs and feelings of stuff, then keep those. They benefit you. But like, if you really don't know and you can't prove one way or the other, just leave it completely open. That's really what I'm trying to hopefully point to in this. Because often it seems like people they get into a rut, and they're convinced of just something negative about life, or convinced of that they're a certain way, and it's really that way by the definition of their own conviction, or by the definition of a God that they believe, that says that they are a sinful person because they had sex before 18 or something. Or, I mean, there's no proof that there's these rules or whatever rules you think are the rules. So just live sensibly and kind in a way that feels nice, and give people the benefit of the doubt. Because you never know, like you may think a person acts a certain way because of a certain way, but maybe you learn, oh, they just had a family member die, or and then that caused them to be a little more stressful at work, and you can feel compassion for that. You go, oh, that makes sense to me, and or you feel like someone cut you off, but then you realize they spilled coffee on themselves, and there was a reason, and it was an accident, and it was not deliberate to you, and you can go, oh, they weren't being an asshole, and life's not a negative thing that was always being shitty to me. Yeah, just keep being open. I mean, I would say openness is much more important than like being confused about how you're supposed to be. Just be open and go forward and live practically, sensibly. That's with things that are just in front of you, and not getting too swept away or overwhelmed and stressed out. All right, I hope that's pretty clear. If you have any questions, confusions, contentions, I love talking about this stuff, so feel free to leave a comment. If you like it, like the video, that helps to spread the channel. Subscribe if you like. All right, I hope that serves you well. Take care. Good night.